What's up guys, and thanks for tuning into the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Saint Seiya Saint Cloth Myth Legend from the CGI movie Legend of Sanctuary Gemini Saga. So, let's take a quick look at the box. This is a very different type of box than some of the other Saint Cloth Myths that we're used to. It's very slim, as you can see. We got a nice photo of Gemini Saga as he appeared in the movie here. Very, very cool armor design. We got the black on one side and the gold on the other. We got kind of like a faded shot of him wearing his helmet. We got a nice promotional image here. And very nice box design. Got some details on the sides here. We got Legend of Sanctuary, which is what this figure was from, the special movie, Legend of Sanctuary. Got a nice gold trim around the outside. On the side here, we see we got Saint Cloth Legend, Gemini Saga. Same on the other side. Now on the top, we have this nice design. And on the bottom, we got a bunch of words and stuff. Now on the back, we see some of the poses we could get this guy in. Again, we have his signature attack, Galaxian Explosion. Got him charging the attack, throwing the attack with his helmet on, as well as some of the faces that come in this box. So let's take a quick look at the figure. And here we have Gemini Saga from the movie Legend of Sanctuary. Now, these figures, there was only two that was actually released. I think they ended up canceling the line because it didn't really sell that well. And I think the reasoning for that is because it's actually very different than some of the other Mythcloth figures that we're used to. This is all that you're getting in this box. The armor does not come off of this guy as basically attached. So basically all this is it's a figure. It's an articulated figure with die-cast armoring that doesn't come off. It doesn't assemble in object mode. This is all that you're getting with the helmet and some faces and some hands. So the design looks amazing. I mean, like, look at this. There's so much intricate detailing. And honestly, I have to say the look, the appearance looks way better than the ones from the anime. But of course, we're lacking the play value of taking all the armor off and putting it on the object mode. But like I said, I do like the asymmetrical, even the color-wise, of the cloth. We got the gold on one side, we got the silver on the other. We got the green eye and the yellow eye. And if you look closely, you can even see, look at his face. He's got the green eye on this side and the yellow eye on that side, which is really, really cool. We got a nice kind of like a gem of the Gemini kind of artwork on his chest. Nice red jewel. Even different designs with the boots. And on the back here, we got two different types of capes, and these are actually separate pieces. We got almost like a pearlescent white on this side and a dark bluish black on the other with a gold trim. We got long hair at mostly dark gray with some silver highlights. I know it's very dusty. It's been on my shelf for a really long time. And yeah, it's pretty much it for the figure. It looks amazing, but I'm just sad that it didn't actually end up continuing the line. So in terms of articulation, head is on a ball joint, same as the bottom of the neck. Back of the hair is on a separate piece, so that can move side to side. These shoulder pads do move up, but the back cape piece is attached to it, and that all pieces of the shoulder pad are on a hinge, and this cape piece is also on a hinge as well. Now the shoulder pad does extend out and move up to accommodate for arm motion here. You could do the 360 if you do it just right. You could go all the way up just like that. It does have a bit of a butterfly joint. We have a bicep swivel here and a double jointed elbow. Got a ball hinge at the wrist here. Drop this down, get this shoulder pad back in place, just like so. Now in terms of the torso here, we got a ball joint at the diaphragm and I believe a ball joint at the waist as well. Something just fell, give me 1 second here. All right, so we're back, and like I said, a ball joint at the waist. We got these skirt armor pieces that can fold up, and our legs can kick forward this far, pretty much to 90, and kick back not as much to 90, his butt's in the way. We got a thigh swivel right at the hip. We get a knee bend that goes up to that much. We got a ankle rocker, not the best, but that's okay. We got upward motion that much, downward motion that much. We do have a rotation here, and we also have there's a bit of a toe hinge, but if you look at it, there's no real cut for the toe to move. So if you look at that, it kind of shifts up and down just a tad, but that's about it. So there's that. Now in terms of metal content, being a Saint cloth figure, there is still a lot of metal. Basically this whole chest torso piece is metal. The forearm guards are metal here. The upper arms are not. All these skirt pieces are metal. Same with this skirt piece here around his waist. The upper legs are plastic, but the lower legs are all metal, and same with the feet, they are all metal. So it's still very, very hefty. Now, just making sure he can stand, because these figures do have a problem with standing. The joints are not the best. Now, let's bring in some of the accessories real quick. So we have the open, kind of relaxed hands that are on him right now. We have 2 open palm hands, and actually his hands are a different color as well. I really like that. He has 2, I guess, charging up the attack kind of hands. And he has 2 regular fists. And to switch the hands, very simple. Let's do this one here. We're just gonna pull it off, just like that. I'm gonna take the arm guard here, I'm gonna pull that off, and let's give him the fist. So we take, you see those 2 pegs here, we're gonna plug them into the 2 holes on the back of the hand. And we're just gonna plug that right in, just like that, and here we have Gemini Saga with the fist. So that's it for the hands. Let's take a look at the different faces. So he has the regular stern face on him right now. He also has a screaming face, which just looks really weird without the hair. So to put that on, what we're gonna do is we're gonna come around, we're gonna rip the front piece of this hair off, if I remember correctly. I haven't really touched this figure in a long time. And that'll take the face off with it. We're gonna take the face, pull it off of the hair. We're gonna take this new face, and we're just gonna plug it right in just like that. And actually, no, let's plug this face on the headstock first, because I think that'll hold better. Just like that, make sure it's plugged all the way in. Then we're gonna take the hair piece, lay it over top, plug that in. Make sure this is in all the way. And here we have Gemini Saga with the screaming face. Looking kind of crazy. Now, of course, he also has a special mask, a battle mask, that was actually only meant to be used with his helmet, which is right here. And again, I really like the helmet design. We got the one face on this side. We got the other face on that side. Again, we got the gold and the black. Now what we can do, first of all, we can put this helmet on that head right now. What we're gonna do is we're gonna rip the hair off again, just like before. Keep the face on, of course. Just like that. Then we're gonna take this helm, we're gonna split it in half, just like that. We're gonna wrap this around the sides of his head. Now there is a peg right there, you can probably see that. And if you look on the sides of his face, there is a huge peg hole, and that's what's going to peg in together. It's not the easiest, sometimes you gotta line everything up. Now that took a little bit of time, but I got it on. It was very tight, fitting into the head. But here's what he looks like with that helm. I think that looks pretty good. Kind of just really completes the look of the cloth. And I don't mind this helm as much as I did on the regular Saint Cloth Myth EX version. Like this really just blends in with it, rather than the other one. Just made him look a little bit more of a, not so much like a fighter, but I really like this one. Now to switch on the mask, first let's take a look at the mask. Again, we got a nice silver chrome mask. We got a silver kind of eye guard on this side and a black eye guard on the other side. And again, these designs are asymmetrical, and I really like that. And same thing to do this. We're just gonna bring in our mask. Same thing, just plug that right in. And I'm gonna bring this side of the helm. Plug that right into the top. And this is the hardest parts of the entire figure. And I think, yeah, here we go. That was much easier than the actual face. So here's what it looks like with the mask on. And basically, it looks like he doesn't have a face anymore. It just blends right in with the mask. And I think that looks pretty cool as well. So let's have him stand here. Let's get some quick comparisons going. So the first comparison I'm gonna do is with the other Saint Cloth Myth Legend, or rather Saint Cloth Legend figure that was released, also from the Legend of Sanctuary movie. Now these two, like I said, were the only figures that were actually released from that movie. I believe they ended up canceling the line, even though they did show display models of Pegasus Seiya, which was the main character, Saint Seiya of course, and Cancer Death Mask, which was another gold Saint. Now, of course, this is Gemini Saga, and you guys probably already guessed it, this is Sagittarius Aiolos. The two strongest gold Saints and the contenders for Pope, basically. The two, I guess, the biggest, most important characters of the entire series as well. So, yeah, so here's how they look side to side. And again, very nice detailing, intricacies with these figures. I will be reviewing this guy next. So, yeah, very cool. And bring him off to the side. And let's bring in the regular Gemini Saga from the anime, so you guys can actually take a look at them side by side. Now, there was a promotion that came with this guy. In his box, there was a kind of like a voucher that you can actually use to redeem a version of this Gemini Saga, but it had the paint job of this guy. So the armor would be like this guy, but half of his body would be gold, half of his body would be black, and that looked really, really, really cool. Sadly, that's only for people that live in Japan, and of course, I don't live in Japan, so I had to miss out on that. But what are you gonna do, right? So yeah, that's my review of the Saint Cloth Legend Gemini Saga from the movie Legend of Sanctuary. Very, very cool looking figure. Articulation issues is not the best. Joint integrity, again, not the best either. Some areas are a little bit looser than I would like, but in terms of design, I absolutely love the design of this figure. And I really wish that they did continue the line. Just tighten up some of the joints, but kept the line going. It would have done great. I thought it would have done great, but I guess Bandai didn't think so. But anyhow, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to let me know by hitting that thumbs up button. Also, please consider subscribing and turning on notifications, because that really helps YouTube get to notice my channel and continues to encourage me to put out more quality content. And until next time, guys, take care.